What's up, ladies and gents? I'm outside right now because I needed to escape being inside for a little while. It's actually pretty cold outside right now, so I made myself a little coffee. Cheers. And this mug is so cute. I'm going to be telling you guys some things that have been helping me almost completing my third year of college, and some tips and tricks that I have used to do well in my classes. I'm talking about passing with like 1C, the rest B's and A's, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Mostly A's though. After you apply, that's freshman year, so you don't have to worry about that another year. That's only 1 year of stress of applying, getting accepted, all of that. The first year, besides applying and getting accepted, the first struggle kind of is picking your classes. You don't know if you want to do some online, if you want to do them in person. I guess it depends on the person, but for me, doing classes in person always seems like the better option because you actually get hands-on experience with what you're learning. You have the teacher there at your disposal to basically ask them questions whenever you need to. I have found that I do well in online classes just because I get to create my own schedule, but you know, with online classes, sometimes you're unlucky, especially after COVID. I know a bunch of us had online classes even though that's not what we wanted, but with having online classes, you have the opportunity to actually make friends that you will, I would say, keep for a very long time. I have met some amazing people in college that I would consider very good friends. I've also met some weird people, but I mean, that comes along with anything you do in life. It's up to you to kind of weed out the bad people from the good people, but I would say I really haven't met any, I would say, friends on any Zoom class or any class like that. All the friends that I've made that I would say are worthwhile and worth keeping have been made in person, so keep that in mind. Friendships forever. Especially the classes designated to your degree specifically. So if you're taking art classes in your degrees art, those are probably people you would want to be around in person, you know, to build those relationships with those people specifically, because not only do they share interests, but they could be future colleagues. So that's one thing you should also keep in mind. But again, it does depend on the person, and you're not always going to meet these connections. There's just a better chance of you running into someone if you are in person. Another thing is to really keep an eye on your track, your progress. So you need to be making sure that you are up to date with the classes you need to be taking, because some people do get carried away and they want to take all the electives in the beginning, and then you think about the classes you need, and then your senior year you're filled up with a bunch of classes that are just not fun, and you're not going to enjoy your senior year, which is something that I didn't do. So this upcoming year, I'm very excited for my schedule because it's just going to be pure electives. So I hope that I'm going to meet some cool people. But it's just going to be stress-free, you know, and I kind of was able to do that by talking to my advisor, making sure that I was completed with my core classes. I'm not going to lie to you guys, math had been my biggest struggle. We're not going to go into details, but I was struggling in math. Let's see. So besides also keeping in mind of your progress as a student and to make sure that you graduate on time, another thing that you should do is, which is something that I actually just started to look into, is the programs that your school offers. This very cool internship program coming up for this fall. Very important because you're not going to really get that opportunity outside of college. You know, it's something that you're getting offered while you're in school. Actually, I forgot to mention one thing. I feel like also maintaining a strong relationship with your professors is very important, because your professors are there to teach you, but they also know what it's like to be in your shoes. I have made a couple strong connections with some of my professors, which have ultimately led me to doing other cool things. I remember my sophomore year, so last year, I actually got invited to do this acting role, and I was acting as a human trafficking victim, and it was cool. You know, I got hands-on experience. I met with a bunch of professionals actually that also were involved with it, and it was just really cool. Like, I was just acting, and I met cool people that day. And that was actually really cool now that I think about it. And there was another girl that did it with me. It is very true what people say sometimes in college. You're definitely going to get opportunities and chances. And maybe it's not something that you'd normally do. I never saw myself as doing like something like that. Like I guess you could say that's like role playing or acting. I never probably would have done that, but it seemed interesting at the time, and it's something that I can look back at and think of as a fun experience. I literally just got the memories on my Snapchat like yesterday, and I was like, wow, I forgot about that, but it was pretty cool. Something else that is very important, I feel like, especially in college, is the people you surround yourself with. Having a good friend group around you. And I know that it's not the same for everybody. I'm very lucky because I still have my friends from high school, and obviously I have grown since high school. I think most of us have. So I would say that I definitely prioritize different things now. I don't expect anything out of my friendships, but I definitely have changed what I look at to describe a friendship. Back then it would be all about having fun times. But yeah, I mean, it all depends on the type of person you are. Some people don't need that many friends, and some people like to have different types of people around them, which I do too. I love a variety of people. I just think it's important, at least besides, those are the type of friends that I like to keep me motivated and stuff. But I think also having, I think this is just for anybody. You need to have different types of people. Just anybody that you can talk with, really build off of each other. You don't want to be friends with people that are like leeches, you know? So I would say definitely, even outside of school, building a solid friend group that just understands you. Because not every friendship is going to be just surface level, you know? There's going to be some friendships where things get really deep really fast, and those can be amazing friendships. It's crazy, you know? College is crazy. Some people think it's a scam. Some people, you know, they see it as their way to do what they really want. But yeah. Okay, well, if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe and please give me a thumbs up. It would mean a lot and it would help the algorithm. So, yeah. Cheers.